Hey everybody, ChristopherOdd here. Welcome back to Mass Effect 3. So, let's review. We've got a few things that we need to work on. So I'm thinking, first of all, I'll probably go to the Shrike Abyssal because it's right out there. And then I'm thinking probably Grissom Academy. That will take us to, where is it? Needs to be evacuated before the Reapers destroy it, but the ship coming to evacuate the Academy faked a signal. I'm not sure where it is exactly, but we'll find it. Then we'll go to the Citadel because we have a couple of things to do there, and the obelisk is due there as well. So let's do that. I'm a little bit worried about some of the timing issues, but hopefully that plan will work for us. Okay, so let's jump up to here, I believe it was. This one? Yes, let's go. Nice jump. Okay. Now, there isn't a percentage here either, but let's,
Signal confirmed.
Okay, so they don't show up until you actually scan something. Oh, Jesus. Zadaban, and what is this? This is just some wreckage, so fuel. I'll take that. That's 50%, and the rest must be here. Zadaban is a large, dense planet named for a Volus god of punishment. Its crust is rich in uranium eroded by winds to create large radioactive dust storms across its surface. The Volus of Talisphia have explored the planet thoroughly with space probes and telepresent robo-mining machines and discovered they are not the first to exploit the planet. Curiously, the mines nearby were not tapped out of uranium ore. They were instead abandoned at the height of their operation. That's weird. What do we have here? 10,000 credits? Are you kidding? Credits recovered, thank you. I think it was Erla Rast, if I'm not mistaken. I remember seeing that somewhere. Yeah, I think we're on the right path here.
I found something.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Peace.
Evasion successful.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Does that mean, like, what if I come in from the other side? Does that matter? Yeah, apparently it does. I think I'm gonna have to, oh, yeah, we're gonna have to come back.
Reapers
Things got a
eluded.
little bit crazy. That's unfortunate. What if I, like, if I got them to come here first? Then would we be better? I'm not sure. Okay, that's my first Reaper encounter. Not good. We will have to come back. Now, where is the... meet with the diplomats? Is that what we want? I don't think so. Grissom Academy. Like, how do we find this place? It needs to be evacuated before the Reapers destroy it. Rendezvous with the Solarian ship and use a Normandy. Really strange, okay. Sigurd's Cradle. That's really strange. Okay, I guess, you know what? I guess we are gonna head to the Citadel because... as long as these aren't going to trigger like a main thing, then we should be okay. Oh, we may as well go right to Bryson's lab. That's handy.
want you to match this against all known locations and update the map. Then contact the field teams for a progress report.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Commander Shepard. We've been expecting you. Just a moment. And Hadley? Could you gather the Leviathan data for us? Apologies, Commander. The rest of my team is out investigating leads right now. I'm Dr. Garrett Bryson, and this is Task Force Aurora.
What's your assignment?
Our mandate is to investigate legends, rumors, old stories about the Reapers before anyone knew they existed.
That's an interesting goal, but is anyone doubting the Reapers exist these days?
The Alliance is still desperate for intelligence. Reaper motives, their operational tactics. Anything that can give us an edge.
And how did you wind up in charge?
When the rest of the galaxy says something doesn't exist, I take that as a chance to prove that it does.
So you're in it for the challenge?
For the truth. Even as late as 2148, humanity still thought aliens were a myth. That was within my lifetime. Once that myth was proven to be reality, our entire history changed.
Reapers were part of that reality too.
But even they have a history, Commander. If we can just uncover it, there may be a weakness we can exploit.
Could have used your help 3 years ago.
Yes. If people had paid more attention to your Prothean beacon, we might not be in this war. But now with new information we've uncovered, a breakthrough's near. Hadley, do you have the data?
Something's wrong with Hadley. Whoa.
This is Commander Shepard. I need C-Sec at my location, now!
You shouldn't be here.
What?
The darkness can't be breached.
The hell?
Transit records show his name is Derek Hadley. He's worked here for a couple months.
Shepard, I monitored a C-Sec alert from this location. Were you harmed?
I'm fine. But I could use your help sorting this out, Edie. Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force was up to.
At once.
What? What's happening?
Uh-oh.
You tell me.
Is he
I
indoctrinated?
was gathering our data when you arrived, and then it was dark. Cold. Like I was someplace else.
Or is he full of
And
shit?
then?
I don't know! A gun was in my hand. Dr. Bryson, there was a loud noise.
That was you shooting him.
I didn't do it, it wasn't me! You have to believe that.
So someone else pulled that trigger?
But I would never do that!
Commander, this does resemble reports of indoctrination.
Big time.
Indoctrination? Me?
What about that Leviathan Bryson mentioned? How does that tie in?
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it. That artifact came in from our researcher, Garneau. He sent an audio log if you wanna...
Whoa.
What's wrong?
Restrain him.
Turn back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Damn it. Get him over to the clinic. See if they can tell us what's wrong with him.
Yes, sir.
Commander, you'll want to see this. It's an outgoing message from Dr. Bryson to Admiral Hackett.
Dr. Bryson, you have an update? Admiral, the Leviathan of Dis that we've been investigating, I think we're really onto something. Give me the brief. About 20 years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed. But I'm intrigued by the larger implication. What could have killed the Reaper in the first place? Exactly. That's the real Leviathan. It's worth pursuing. Continue your investigation and update me on the progress.
There is also a follow-up message from a few weeks later.
Admiral, the Reapers are shadowing my field teams as if they're hunting Leviathan themselves. Whatever it is, I believe Leviathan is nothing less than a Reaper killer. Almost an apex predator, and it has them nervous. If we could just find it, imagine the impact on the war. I'm formally requesting assistance in tracking it down. You'll have it. This is now your top priority, Doctor. Find that thing.
It appears we were meant to be that assistance.
Yeah, sounds like it. Does sound dangerous, but also useful.
I see Bryson's point. Anything capable of bringing a Reaper down is worth finding.
Despite the potential dangers it could pose, I would agree.
But we won't know unless we can find it.
Bryson's assistant did say they recently received a log from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
Okay.
This must be the artifact the assistant mentioned. And here's the log.
Dr. Bryson, it's Garneau. I'm sending you an artifact I found. About the only thing I found there, in fact. Maybe it's nothing, but I'd swear Leviathan came through here. I'm gonna crunch some numbers. Burn up the rest of this project travel allowance. Maybe I can project our Reaper Killer's movements. I'll check in when I get to the next site.
Garneau appears to be our best lead to track Leviathan, but he does not state a destination.
Well, we can look for him.
Let's focus on what he does say then.
He mentioned extrapolating Leviathan's path.
And crunching numbers. He wasn't flying blind. He had data.
A significant amount of data, judging by this office.
So how do we narrow it down?
Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy map search program in their hunt for Leviathan. It may help us locate Garneau.
Jeez, are you kidding me? What else is going on around here? What is this? Bryson experiment? Jesus, it's a husk head. No, thank you.
Does this tell us where Garneau went?
No, but we may be able to narrow down his location if we find clues he was using in his search for Leviathan.
Search the lab. Okay, well, this thing. Maybe not. Okay, I've got something here.
Sir, this is Bryson. We know the Reapers are after Leviathan. Studying Reaper hunting patterns could be vital to finding it.
That data is classified top secret, Dr. Bryson. If it falls into the wrong hands...
It won't. The data's encrypted. I'll keep the decryption key safe. Close to my heart.
Close to his heart. What the hell does that mean?
Probably wore it around his neck.
The
Like a
Reaper
locket or
fleet
something.
activity is encrypted, per Bryson's statement in the log.
He said he was keeping the decryption key close to his heart.
The Reaper fleet activity is encrypted, per Bryson.
Sovereign. Vanguard of our destruction. How's that working out for you, big guy?
Okay, this is us. Pistol cranial trauma system. I like the sounds of that.
These are all murders in which the accused lacked a known motive and claimed memory loss.
Just like Bryson's assistant. You think Garneau was following a trail of blackout crimes?
It is possible. We need to find data matching dates and locations for crimes of this nature.
Here's the time and date chart for the crimes. Can you filter for murders where the killer claimed memory loss?
Adding the search filter, you may examine the results in the Galaxy Map program.
Okay, is that everything though? The Thorian, August 17th, 2185. The Thorian, a life form discovered on Pharos, provides fascinating insight into the life cycle of a truly alien species. Unlike conventionally intelligent life, it does not use mass relays. Prothean artifacts would not interest it. Commander Shepard claims that Reaper enemies cultivated life to evolve along lines they could predict using technology the Reapers controlled. The Thorian's an exception to that rule. It evolved to use organic tools rather than conventional technology. Leviathan must be somehow similar to have survived undetected for so long. The Thorian used pain conditioning to control its victims, using them as manual labor, or even as a man would use his own hands and fingers. Commander Shepard claims that Reapers do the same thing through a different process called indoctrination. Whatever Leviathan is, it must do something similar. So we've got another Thorian on our hands.
Bryson was tracking unexplained creature sightings.
Bryson was not merely tracking sightings. He was attempting to extrapolate a course.
And Garneau could have been following that course. Edie, can you add a search filter for systems along that projected path?
Adding this search filter to the galaxy map.
Meteorite fragment, maybe?
He was studying it as an object of importance. We should look more closely at a sample.
Let's take a closer look.
Meteorite sample. With traces of element 0. Would Leviathan need ESO?
While it is
Probably.
not consumed as fuel during FTL travel, element 0 will decay after several centuries of active use. If Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish its supplies.
Okay. Can you give me a search filter for locations with element 0?
Adding the search filter now.
Well, we're getting things filtered down. That's good.
By Anne Bryson. Age 9.
Records indicate
Daughter.
Anne is now 28. She works for the Alliance.
Bryson was keeping
Really?
the encryption key close to his heart. What's closer than family?
An interesting hypothesis, but I detect no trace of the decryption key in this art.
Yeah, well, she might have it, though. That's the thing.
March 7th, 2186. I'm looking at the Rachni. Their movements during the Rachni Wars suggest alien influence. But the timing is wrong, and Rachni weren't implanted with Reaper tech. What if Leviathan was preparing the Rachni to fight the Reapers?
What do you think, Edie?
It is possible that Bryson's team is using ancient Rachni fleet activity to find Leviathan. If we
How?
can find data on the movement of ancient Rachni ships, it may help us narrow our search. Those appear to be sightings of ships that match Rachni signatures.
Can you add a cross-reference for locations of sightings?
Adding it now.
By Anne Bryson. Age 9.
Records indicate Anne is now 28. She works for the Alliance.
Bryson was keeping the encryption key close to his heart. What's closer than family?
An interesting hypothesis, but I detect no trace of the decryption key in this art.
Loch Ness Monster?
Plesiosaur.
Loch Ness Monster's more interesting.
Interesting and non-existent.
Fair enough. I'll give you that one. So we've stumbled upon something pretty major. Okay. Oh, I see. We got to activate each individual. So let's do locations with element
0 deposits.
Based on the search results, Garneau is in one of these 5 systems. I have marked the Normandy map with possible locations. We can leave now, unless you wish to further narrow the search.
Well, yeah, we'll further narrow it.
Rachni activity.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Okay, so no Rachni overlay.
Blackout crimes.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Alien sightings.
And a couple overlaps there.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Thought we did. Maybe it's the first one that we need to deactivate with element 0. Okay, let's try this again. I'm thinking definitely the blackout crimes. Okay, that
No
gives
results.
us 3.
Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Or maybe we're only going to get those ones that we got.
Rachni activity.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be
That's
irrelevant.
really strange.
Element 0 deposits.
Yeah, see, these ones are hitting, though.
5 possible systems.
Alien sightings.
There we go, there we go.
3 possibilities.
Blackout crimes.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Okay, let's deactivate that.
3 possibilities.
Rachni activity.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
So we're down to 3.
3 possibilities.
Let's see if there's anything else that we've missed.
By Anne Bryson, age 9.
Records indicate Anne is now 28. She works for the Alliance.
Bryson was keeping the encryption key close to his heart. What's closer than family?
An interesting hypothesis, but I detect no trace of the decryption key in this art.
Uh-huh. What do we have up here, though?
Dr. Bryson, per your request, I'm clearing Task Force Aurora for intercepted Batarian communications regarding the Leviathan of Dis.
Commander, the Dreadnought is in custody, but the Solarians may have surveillance footage. Our ambassador will issue a full denial. Give me your preliminary analysis. Several million years old at least, and its technology outstrips anything on the Council. Excellent. Our scientists will work day and night to bring its secrets to the hegemony. One concern, Commander. The real Leviathan of Dis, the thing that destroyed the ship, is still out there, unaccounted for. Irrelevant. The ship is our priority. And as far as the rest of the galaxy is concerned, there is no Leviathan of Dis. There never was.
Little cover up. I was thinking maybe this picture, but that's not getting me anywhere. Aha! Here's a real
piece
picture.
of Anne Bryson's childhood art.
Wait a minute.
Coordinates.
Well, take a look at that.
I can use these numbers to construct a decryption key.
All right, let's get back to the datapad we found earlier.
I'm not sure which datapad. I'm assuming it's just the main filter. Or
Decryption complete.
there we go.
Analyzing data. These movements do not match the standard invasion pattern. The Reapers are searching for something.
And I'll bet Garneau used this intel. Can you make a search filter for it?
Doing so now.
Beautiful, Edie. You're the shit. Let's cross-reference with Reaper activities.
Reaper activity?
Boom. There it is.
We have a match, marking the galaxy map.
Good. Let's go find Garneau.
Now, I'm assuming that this isn't crazy high priority. At least I'm hoping it's not, because we have a lot of other things to do, but I guess we'll see. Let's now go to the Normandy, just to regroup here. I didn't even know what we were getting into when we went to visit Dr. Bryson, but... now we know. We're getting into a whole hell of a lot. So... Leviathan. Alex Garneau is the best source of information about Leviathan. Search possible locations across the galaxy to find him. We found him now, so that's good. This is the War Summit. We're not interested in doing that just yet. Now I'm going to try and grab the obelisk, if possible. Because before we go running around the Citadel, we might as well... What's this now? Crescent Nebula? Now there's a whole other... Are you kidding me? Why? I guess we're still not cool there. How do we get them off our backs? I wonder, like, if I were to, say, go here and try to attract enough activity to cause them to chase me.
Signal confirmed.
Would that be such a bad thing? Tyrix, one of the largest objects in Thal's asteroid belt, is a metallic asteroid with an iron-nickel core under a rocky olivine mantle. It is possibly a remnant protoplanet prevented from forming into anything bigger by gravitational disturbances from Zerciso. Alright, it's a war asset nonetheless. Come on, Reapers. They're not interested in this area for some reason. That's really strange how that works. Can we not hit these middle ones? There we go. Some wreckage. I'll take the fuel. Maybe we can distract them from here. This one's a little bit closer.
I found something.
There we go. Okay, whoa. Hesh Talk. A Systems Alliance official once summarized his tour of the Vorcha homeworld as follows. You can make your own Hesh Talk in 2 steps. Take Hell, then add Vorcha. The planet is highly volcanically active, leading to periodic releases of toxic gases into the air and water supplies, as well as other extreme situations that gave rise to the Vorcha's legendary adaptability. Overcrowding and the extermination of most of their ecology led to a planet covered in weeds and hardy vermin. They do not have a recognized single government that would allow membership in any galactic league. Alliances between bloodlines are tenuous at best, and the Vorcha's short, violent lives ensure that there are lasting institutions. And what do we have here? We found something. Void Devil's Fighter's Wing. Okay. I'll happily take that. And I did find what we needed, but now I'm out of here.
Evasion successful.
And let's see now if that frees up the Shrike Abyssal. Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
Reapers eluded.
Alright, we're gonna have to do like some type of mission and then come back. Because that's getting a little bit nutty. Alright, let's, what do we got blinking here? Oh, here's the students. That's perfect. I don't know why that wasn't there before. Let's do this now while we still can. Let's see if there's anything around here. Seems clear. Okay, to Grissom Academy. Let's go figure out what the hell's going on here. The stated mission of the John Grissom Academy, commissioned in 2176, is to serve a student population demonstrating excellence and passion for math, science, and the liberal arts. Its entirely human student body ranges in age from the early teens to the mid-20s. Although the fact is not heavily advertised, the institution also offers classes for students with biotic capability. The school's Ascension project seeks to train these students and integrate them into normal society. Okay, Javik, it is time to see what you can do. And Garrus, buddy, it's been a while. Edie, you just watch and take notes for now, but we'll get you in there at some point. Okay, so we've got weapon mods going. I'm gonna keep that for now. Javik. Well, first of all, is this the weapon that we want? I don't think so. I think we want the particle rifle too. Why not? And it looks like you pick up one and anybody can kind of use it, so that's cool. So the Eagle, and use the new cranial trauma system. Headshot damage by 20%. I like it. Let's also go particle rifle. And for your sniper, got the Mantis, or... yeah, no, the Mantis looks like it's best. Use the spare thermal clip and the enhanced scope. Increases accuracy by 20% and aims through smoke. Beautiful. Okay, and then let's go into... Slam is something I have upgraded, but I haven't really been using. It would be kind of fitting considering we're going to a biotics joint. Let's do this. Pull combined with slam could be pretty good. Impact radius or increase force. Force, I guess, would be like damage in a sense. Let's take force. Then we'll hold on to the rest. Garrus. Let's save it for Turian Rebel. But Javik, what is this? So Dark Channel, plague an opponent with persistent damaging biotic field. Effect transfers to a second target if the first is killed. Effect's length depends on Dark Channel's duration. Okay, that's pretty good. A lift grenade. Oh, that's also pretty good. Into a group of enemies to send them flying. Pull and slam, which we have, and then Vengeful Ancient. Okay, Dark Channel, that's getting all the way up there. I like that it transfers too. Damage or duration. Look how long it lasts. 42 seconds? Are you kidding me? Because we could launch on somebody and then boom, kill them within 40 seconds, and then that transfers. That's pretty good. Let's do that. Slows target movement speed or recharge speed from 10. It's not a big decrease. Let's go movement speed. And then damage to armor and barriers, absolutely. I like that very much. This lift grenade is intriguing as well. Grenade capacity. Impact radius, absolutely. Ooh, 4 seconds to 6 seconds, or we get more grenades. I think that's the way to go. Slam floating targets to the ground as lift wears off. Oh, that's beautiful. Yep. That's perfect. Okay. So Dark Channel and lift grenade, that is pretty major. I like it a lot.